It started like any other summer evening. The Wright's golden retriever, Milo, came bounding into the yard, tail wagging and mouth full of dirt. He dropped something near the porch, a bone. At first, they thought it was from a raccoon or a deer. The woods behind the house were full of wildlife. Ben, the father, tossed it into the trash and hosed the porch clean. But the next day, Milo brought back another bone. Then another, long, pale, oddly clean. The family laughed it off. "Maybe someone's been burying butcher scraps out back," Ben said. But when Milo dropped the fourth bone on the porch, a human-looking rib, the laughter stopped. Animal control arrived 2 days later. They examined the bones, then quietly called the sheriff. The family wasn't told much, just that the bones didn't belong to an animal. They were too clean, too deliberate. Ben and his wife, Emily, tried to shield their daughter, Lena, from the details. But Milo kept digging, and each bone was worse than the last. A femur, a finger. One night, Milo dropped a jawbone at the door, teeth still intact. Ben decided to follow the dog into the woods the next morning. He found a shallow pit, half dug. Inside it, neatly lined in rows like some kind of twisted puzzle, were bones, polished, preserved, and at the bottom, a scrap of red flannel, the same kind Lena wore to school. The police came back. This time, they brought cadaver dogs. They combed the yard, the woods, but they found nothing new. That night, as Ben sat outside with a drink, Milo dropped something at his feet. It wasn't a bone. It was a small carved object, maybe ivory or smooth wood. He picked it up, turned it over. A name was etched on one side, Lena Wright. Ben dropped it immediately, ran inside and found his daughter asleep. He stayed by her bed the entire night, but something kept gnawing at him. The bones were too clean, the carvings too deliberate. He began to wonder, were they new, or had someone prepared them? Ben dug up the place himself. He didn't sleep, didn't eat. He followed Milo deeper into the trees, past the familiar trails. Eventually, he found something different. Not a grave, a box, sealed, heavy, covered in roots. Inside, dozens of bones, each tagged with a name, etched into the surface. He read them one by one. Some he recognized, neighbors, teachers. One was his wife's, one was his own. But every name had something in common. They were all still alive. Emily left with Lena the next morning. She didn't ask questions. She saw Ben's face and knew not to. Ben stayed. He had to. He needed to know why. Why was Milo digging them up? Why did these bones exist? What was buried beneath the property before they moved in? That night, the dog went missing. Ben searched until sunrise. He found Milo in the same clearing, but this time he wasn't digging. He was staring, silent, tail still, ears pinned back, at something rising up from the earth. It wasn't a person. It wasn't an animal. It was a shape made of bones, bound together by wire, sinew, and carved names. A lattice of lives that hadn't ended yet. And in its hollow, grinning skull was a fresh name carved in: Benjamin Wright.